Hello, welcome to another Tome Tabletop Gaming video. For a while since it came out, I've been umming and ahhing about Age of Sigmar, whether to start it or not. And a while back I bought this just because it was cheap, thought it might help. It was alright, sort of interesting read, but I don't know, just something just haven't able to get into Age of Sigmar. And it's the world. I'm into fantasy. It's my main sort of love. I'm not really into sci-fi or anything, but fantasy I really like. But yeah, people call it generic fantasy, but I like referring to it as medieval fantasy. You know, where it's sort of set in medieval times, but with fantasy elements. Which is why Lord of the Rings is a big hit with me. But Age of Sigmar just didn't have that. It seemed a bit out there really, and one of the things I can't get my head around, normally what I like about fantasy is the everyday man. It's what I like about medieval history as well, not about the kings and queens and all that sort of thing, but the everyday person. And in other games you get a sense of that, whether it's D&D, Lord of the Rings, or even Warhammer Fantasy. You know, it's all to do with these really detailed towns, and when you're fighting you kind of have that, you know what you're fighting for. Whereas Age of Sigmar, it's just, I know, it feels a bit gods versus gods kind of thing, bit more Greek mythology, which I'm not really, don't mind, but it's not something that interests me because it's gods, isn't it, fighting gods effectively, you know, with your Sigmarines or whatever they're called, Stormcasts. But now there's this Mortal Realms weekly magazine, so I thought I'm going to subscribe to this and see if I can get into Age of Sigmar. So a way of doing it on the cheap. I didn't want to fork out 90 quid for a box set and then realise it's not for me, whereas this is a nice cheap way of doing it. And if I do decide it's not for me, I can cancel the subscription, but I'm hoping it won't be like that. I hope I'll get into it. And what interests me, it seemed to be detailing the world more, and that's the other thing. There didn't seem to be much information on the world itself. Yeah, there's loads of realms, but they're always like little scant paragraphs. Even in White Dwarf, I've been trying to read it, I just don't seem to grip me, so I'm hoping this will get me into it. So I know there's loads of videos currently out there about this, but I thought I'd jump on the bandwagon. Why not? So I've subscribed to the Mortal Realms, and I will do a video for each magazine that comes out. But I've also today gone out and bought the first edition, first issue, because it's only $2.99, and I think that's worth it. When D'Agostini did Battle Games in Middle Earth magazine, I actually bought loads of the first issue, and that's why I got so many goblins, warrior goblins. But I'm only going to buy one of these and my subscription version. I probably won't buy the others that are available in shops. I think it's the first 4 issues available in shops. And my cat's next to me, so we need some treats. Oh, they're all gone. Ooh, there you go, cat. Yeah, so I thought we'd look at it. And what my sort of plan was is to each issue you're going to have like rules in and a little game. So I thought we'd get someone involved. Don't know who yet. And get them involved plans, so we both play and both learn with each issue, and we'll film that game. And I'd also film other bits and pieces of me perhaps looking at the miniatures, putting them together, painting them, etc, etc, and see if I can get into Age of Sigmar. So yeah, let's have a look at the first issue, shall we? Okay, so this is the first issue. This way it comes in this big massive box. Don't have got anything to compare it to, yeah. Just see the size. Got a ruler here, so there's a ruler, so it's bigger than a foot. Quite a big thing. So it looks like on the back. Yeah, there. So this is what's to come. So this issue is $2.99, and then there's issue 2. You get these things. Don't know what they are yet. 3, you get those things, and those things you get these, which I've seen pictures of these. Always like these. They look pretty cool. Tells you a bit about what to expect here. And then next issue is $5.99. It's normally $7.99, and that's a week. It's not fortnightly, it's a week. So that's about 32 quid a month. Not too bad for a hobby budget. It's going to pretty much wipe me out though at the moment, hobby budget wise, but ho-hum. And yeah, and if you subscribe you get a load more gifts, which we'll talk about in a minute. So let's flip it back over. One thing eagle-eyed people may be watching, though you can't because of the glare, is this was the last one in my W.H. Smiths, and this was loose. And one thing that was missing was the dice here. There's no dice. You normally get dice. 6 dice. I'm not too worried because in this household I have so many dice, it's unbelievable. And I probably wouldn't have ever used these dice anyway. I would have used better dice, so I'm not too worried. Okay, so one of the things people talk about, there's lots of videos out there on this already, so forgive me for jumping on the bandwagon, which I said in the intro, but one of the things the videos talk about is the savings. And there's videos that go through most of the issues that we know about that go through the savings. Now in this one, this is worth $2.99, and you're getting 30 models, 30 miniatures, dice and so forth, and a ruler and other things which we'll go into. Someone's worked out basically it's £35 worth of models for $2.99, which is an amazing saving, which is just brilliant. And then they go through the rest of the issues, and as it gets more, the magazine gets more expensive, your savings get less and less, kind of thing. I think there's one where the video details you're basically breaking even. So the money you pay for this, the subscription, is all you're getting in the gifts. But what it doesn't take into account, what I think those videos don't take into account, is this. You know, it's not taking into account how much this costs. And to me, trying to get into Age of Sigmar, this is the most interesting and important bit. This is almost what I'm paying my money for. So as long as this is worth $7.99 a month, you know, you can say it's more expensive than say something like White Dwarf, but I hardly read much the stuff in White Dwarf. I kind of buy it. I bought last year, bought it, read an article or two. Well, as long as I'm reading every single page of this and digesting and getting into it, that's what's important. So to me, so that issue where you're breaking even, I'm not. I'm still getting good quality for money because of this issue. So I just wanted to bring that out. But let's have a look at this stuff first. As I said, this was already off. I counted, I do have 10 bases here. I don't know if there's meant to be more because there's a gap. I've got 10 bases which fits in with these. So the first thing we have is the models. Let's get these out of the way. Let's get them out. So what we got here, we've got, you have to forgive me because until I go through this I have no idea what these things are called. Chain rafts, I think. Yeah, go me. So handily, these are in coloured plastic. So gold for the goods and this sort of turquoisey blue for the spirity things. So that's great. What this is catering for is real beginners to the hobby, which is what a magazine like this should do. It means someone can put these together, which we'll get to in a minute, and get plans straight away without painting them and still be able to tell the models on the tabletop with ease. So that's great. I like that. That's a great idea. Now, putting these models together, another thing they've catered for, in fact, these are push fit. So someone's new to the hobby, they might not have the glue. You will need clippers. I guess they can use scissors if they didn't have any. But you know, the push fit, I would recommend gluing them anyway with push fit, but they're just really easy to go together. And I've done some push fit with Beastgrave, and in that start magazine that I showed in the intro, I can't see the model anymore. I don't know where he is. I don't know where I've put him, but it had a model that come with it. I thought he was easily to my side. Hang on. He is not. I don't know what I've done with him. I've put him somewhere. It had a model. Here he is. He's on my paint thing. It had this model. I've got to repair this because I dropped him and broke it. But it had this model that was push fit, and it went together really easy, even though it's really detailed. So we have that. So these are of a similar thing, and what I like about these, cool bases for the good guys. So you get 3 of the good guys, Stormcast of some kind. I guess we'll find out exactly what. As I said, total noob, don't know the names. Hopefully that will improve during this series. And I believe these are called chain rasps, which are these undead guys. Kind of love undead guys. It's what tempted me to almost buy the Soul Wars set. I just love undead. But I never did. 90 quid just seemed a big investment, and I know they do smaller boxes, but I don't know. Didn't get into it. So you got these. These are nice. So we're going to see these and put these together. Probably not in this video, but hopefully when we play it, or well, definitely when we play it. Can't play it with unfinished models. Anyway, so let's move on. Let's have a look at the paperwork, which is, to be honest, as I said, what's really interesting me is this. Let's see what we get. So you get a fair amount. Put that down there for now. Get the magazine. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's have a look. Let's almost do it in a reverse order. So First thing, which is rather nifty, is this battle map. It's only a small, not quite A4 size. You got that side, it's double-sided. Don't know what this means on this side here. And you got this side. I'm assuming these are going to be the starting spots for the models, which means the first game is going to be right down to having a fight, which is cool. I like that. So that means you're going to learn the combat rules first and then other sort of movement rules later on, I should imagine. That's great. I kind of really like that. And then this, perhaps if you want to... Oh, I see, yeah. So this is showing the starting points here. And here's where you can do your own thing. It's the same thing without the starting points. That could be fun. Looking forward to that. Now, I saw another video which shows you the contents. And this little small thing here really intrigued me and what made me decide to buy this issue. And also I'd subscribed to this back in August, I think, when it all came out. And I was umming and ahhing about cancelling it because, you know, Age of Sigmar, not me. And I saw this, thought, no, this interests me. This one little thin bit interests me because, as I said, I'm interested in world building and the world and maps as well. So as soon as I saw there was a map of this place of Hachette, which is the Realm of the Dead, I believe, I think. Ooh. We'll find. As I say, there's total noob. Going to find out, and so this would allow me to get in my head the layout of the realm. And as I said, I believe there's multiple realms, and just because this is the Realm of the Dead doesn't mean that's for undead. There's sort of towns and villages here, I believe, and humans living there and orcs living there, and different things. Each realm has that, but it just has a certain feel and theme to it. So this one's going to be quite grim and dark and not always evil, I believe. I read somewhere there's like a good place. So hopefully this will tell me a bit more about the realm. So double-sided, and this artwork here I just love this here. This is brilliant. That's the old Nagash dude. I recognise him from Warhammer. So that's going to be great. I'm going to look forward to reading this. Not a lot of information on this bit, so I'm hoping there'll be more going on. Maybe once I've read this I can go back to the white stuff that is in White Dwarfs. So that's it. It's punched because you're going to get a binder, so that will just fit in, which is great. So when it's in the binder, you'll just be able to flip it open, be able to read it without pulling it out. Great. So that. This is a poster. I won't be putting this on my wall, but it's a poster. If you're into that sort of thing, this would be great. But not only is it a poster, it's a little advert as well, so we can have a look at this. I'm going to try and adjust the light because it's a bit glary. There we go. Is that better? Might be able to see. So it's welcome to the Mortal Realms, yada yada. That's the issues. And on the back here, it's got the free gifts, which is great. This is another thing that when you subscribe, you're getting way more value for your money. So your first delivery, you're going to get some clippers. I got loads of those, but if you're new to the hobby, brilliant. Plastic glue, got loads, always using it, great. And this little tool here, the mould remover, I don't have. I do it a different way, so I'm going to look forward to trying this. I never wanted to invest in one because it just seemed a waste. But if I'm getting it for free, great. Brushes, who doesn't need brushes? I do love Games Workshop brushes. I don't have many left now. I use other ranges, cheaper ranges, but I do love them. So looking forward to getting those. I use a plastic cup for my water pot, and it fits into my, I got a hole on my paint tray, fits in there perfect. This looks like it won't, but it's cool for a free gift. And a palette pad, never used one of those, so it could be an excuse to use one. Your binder, you always get in these sort of things, you always get your first binder free, then you have to pay for others. That doesn't bother me, I'll pay for them, brilliant. And then you get this painting handle, great, got two of them ready. I always like painting in batches of free, so brilliant to have a third one. Now, interestingly, there was a drinking stein advertised when I subscribed. I hope that's not off the cards, because I was looking forward to that. Now, I'm also thinking of doing this. If you go premium, so you pay £2 extra per issue, so that is another £8 per month. You also get these throughout the subscription. So you're going to get some Flesh Eater Courts, which are ghouls, orcs, I can't refer to them as uruks. Sylvaneth, which is like half of the Wood Elves, the old Wood Elf faction split up. Blades are cool, and this one really is the only one that doesn't interest me because I have a load of these from Warhammer Quest Shadows over Hammerhell. They don't really interest me. I painted them. I don't really fancy painting anymore, but ho hum, it might convince me. So you got those, so that's interesting. Where have we got next? This is quite big, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this in shot, all of it. But next you're going to have, this is the full collection here, so once you've got it all, this is what you're going to end up with after this subscription. So get all these paints, good. I always like paints, brushes. Interestingly, does it say, let's have a look on the tools here. No, it doesn't. So this is excellent. This isn't just a free subscriber gift. You're getting these brushes here as part of the magazine, which is great because I've got that. That's the only brush I've got against Workshop and Maintenance dry brush, but they wear out quite quick with me. But this thing here, the texture tool, I've been meaning to get one of those for ages. Getting it in this now, so to me, I'm already really looking forward to this just for the stuff that I use for other ranges. But here we go, you got your Stormcast Eternals here, got some sort of angelic looking things here, looks cool. Imagine they're the starter ones there in issue 1, so gold. This terrain, love a bit of terrain. I mean, if you get this, that's amazing. Look at these big statues here. That's great, and this bell tower, all this here. I think there's a mausoleum in here I saw in the big picture, yeah, there. I mean, I wanted to buy some of those, but you're getting it already, so I'm loving the fact I'm getting this. And then the undead, look at this, I don't know what that is, but look at that, that's massive. I'm looking forward to getting this. There's your starter blue ones. And that, you're getting some sort of thing with wings there. Don't know what it is, looking forward to it. I'm just loving the fact that I've probably got a different perspective to other videos you've seen, because other videos people know what it is, so they're not that excited about it. But I'm terribly excited about all this I'm going to be getting. So look at that. I'm going through this. No, I don't think there's any contrast paints in here, but ho hum. Doesn't matter. These would be great. I mean, one of the things I'm really looking forward to is this colour here. Here it is, the Oxide, because I only have a dear little bit left, and I use this a lot for my ghosty sort of things in Middle-earth SBG. So there's the other thing. You have a bit of information here. Getting a free exclusive model. Not that exclusive to me because they're all exclusive because I don't have any of them. So, but hey, look at that. She looks good. I assume it's a her. Yes, her. Her eyes look a bit weird. Not too sure if they're glasses. Never can see that. But hey, Retributor armor. Looking forward to getting that so I can paint my Stormcast. I don't mind not having the dice. Get a ruler, which I've forgot. Oh, the cat's sitting on it now. Yeah, I've thrown the actual main thing on the floor. My cat's now sitting on it because cats, as soon as you put anything square on the floor, they sit on it. But I forgot to show you, you get a ruler in it as well. It's a little clear plastic flippy floppy ruler. If you've ever bought a Games Workshop starter set, a modern one, you know what it is. Let's try and have a look at this poster. So yeah, look at him, he's a Stormcast dude. It's quite big. Battle games in the Age of Sigmar. I'm not going to get it all in, am I? But hopefully you can see that it unfolds to be quite big. What's my game? My mat here is A2, so it's bigger than that. So it's like A1, I'd say size. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, so there's that. That's pretty cool. No use for the poster, but I like seeing what I'm getting. It excites me seeing all the stuff in here. Look at that. Now we're on to the magazine. Now, it's put apart. So what this means is it's got a thin layer of glue here, and the pages actually, you can tear them out. Like so. Not doing that on camera, like so. And it goes in a binder, so it's got pre-punch. So that's quite common for this sort of magazine. I think the Battle Games of Middle-earth didn't do this. It was an actual proper magazine, but I've had these throughout my life since the 80s, and they all seem to follow this model more. But let's have a look. So, got your contents. Going to go in this issue. So, I've got the realms. The Age of Sigmar. I was going to say the realms of the Age of Sigmar, but it doesn't. So, a bit of background here, I guess. Can't really read it upside down, but cool. It's cool. It's going to explain what Stormcast Eternals are to me, other than I think they're dudes that have died on battle and Sigmar took them up and reforged them or something. I've even got some of the books, the novels, see if I can get into the fluff, but it didn't grip me. So I'm hoping this will do it. So the secretors, that's what we got. So people are screaming out to me at the beginning, going, "The secretors, you're idiot." I now know the secretors. That's cool. I like that. Ooh, got some stuff. Oh, hello. I haven't seen one of these for years. Give this to your newsagent. Please, Mr. Newsagent man, can you get a copy of this magazine? So if you didn't want to subscribe, you could give this to your newsagent. He could order it in, and you get the magazines. After issue 4, you won't be able to get it in shops anymore. But if you give this, he'll be able to get it to you. Go down to your newsagent, pick it up. With this, you won't get the free gifts, but also with this, you're not really tied in. It's easier just to tell your newsagent just to stop collecting it if you get bored of it. But that's what this is. I haven't seen one of these. I thought these died out in the late 80s, early 90s. That's amazing seeing this. I used to hand these to my newsagents all the time. Yeah, that's brilliant. So it gives you a little look here. So that's cool. Oh, hello. So here's more to do with the advert. It's more to do with the stuff, and it's basically another advert, I guess. Talking about the special subscription offer. Telling you what you're going to get. Stein's still not there. Worrying about that. And then you can fill this in with all your payment details. I've already done that online back in August. And if you want to go exclusive, which I might think about doing, extra £8, so it'd be 40 quid a month. That is literally my Hobbit budget. So renaming this channel Age of Sigmar Tabletop Gaming now. joking. There's plenty of other content to come that's not Age of Sigmar related. Okay, got the Nighthaunt dudes, so I can learn about those, exactly what they are. Chain rasps, I did get that right, I think, didn't I? I said chain rasps. Got this, bit of information about these. And again, lovely artwork. Inspirationally painted models and tabletop setup. That's always good to see. And then, oh, goes through the different types here. That's interesting, like this. So it gives them a bit of character. So what we've got here. I have to turn it around so I can read it. Cref Solvoid, Gallowgast, the Grave Maiden, and Yorick the Wicked. So that's cool. So they've got their own sort of personalities and bits and pieces, which is interesting. I didn't think they'd have that. I'm trying to get the glare off. My top lights are a bit mental. Okay, so it's got the standard Games Workshop guide. These are actually really cool. They're really detailed with the colour showing what and telling you what to glue, what not to glue, and things like that. If you've never used clippers before, I know this probably is a lot of experienced people are like, "Ugh, that's pointless." But if you're new to the game, this is really useful. Telling you how to clip. I wish I had this sort of 30 years ago when I bought some, maybe longer than that. Late 80s, I bought a box of Games Workshop skeletons, clipped them out, and snapped loads of them as I clipped them out. Wish I had that then. Little youngling me. Yeah, so it shows you how to put them all together. Yeah, extra components. So in this, what's his name, Dregwarden, there's an optional component. So, but in this case, this instructions don't tell you to use it. Well, it's because I'm getting another set of my subscription. When I put those together, I will use it. So I have a little variation. So that's cool. How to paint Citadel miniatures, always useful. Again, back in the day I didn't have that. I didn't even, back in the late 80s, I didn't even know to undercoat my miniatures, or to shade, or to highlight, or to dry brush. They were terrible. If you look at a video on the channel about early D&D models where I show you my early collection, yeah, the Eve of Battles, here we go. This is going to be how to play the game, I guess. Yeah, here we go. So, Battle of the Barrows, which is interesting because my gaming room is called the Battling Barrow, so that'll be quite fun to play. So yeah, I'm going to look forward to doing this. It looks really small, should be like a 10-minute game. We can probably play both sides in the video I'm planning to do. So yeah, we'll go with that. It looks like there's no movement because you're just going to pile in and fight straight away. Fair enough. Goes through different options here: remove models, hit rolls, piling, weapons. Chain rust attacks, playthrough. So yeah, that's it. Okay, I think I'd like the fluff to be a bit more detailed, but that's not too bad. There is a fair amount to read here. You know, it's not too overwhelming considering it is weekly and not monthly, so I've got to think about that. So I'm going to look forward to reading this. Yeah, and so what I'm going to be doing now is assembling the models ready for the game that I'm hopefully going to get recorded soon and on the channel. So what I plan to do is, I think the issues, I'll get the subscription start once issue 2's in the shop, I think. Could be wrong, might have to wait till 4. But I won't go and buy issue 2, I'll wait till my subscription. So this will be like a little, first part, and you've probably seen loads of these videos already anyway. The internet's scattered with them, but this is my take on it. My take's probably going to be more focused on this aspect of it and the gameplay. So that's the whole point of the series. Can we learn how to play Age of Sigmar using... Oh, I forgot about this. I've got this to read as well. So yeah, no, I'm actually impressed with the fluff, actually. Yeah. So, God, I'm getting all sidetracked. So yeah, I'm looking forward to actually starting. I think this is a nice little way to learn. Just this small, simple battle here where it's just rolling dice. It could just be a 10-20 minute video, especially if you swap sides, just to get a feel for it. The first one, I dare say they'll get longer and longer as we get to know the rules, and obviously the gameplay area gets bigger. So that's it for the first episode of this Age of Sigmar sort of world video thing, whatever I'm going to call this. There'll be more. So yeah, and that's it. Until next time, guys, look out for the playthrough of this first game, the Battle of the Barrows. Please, if you haven't already, like the video to help combat the dreaded YouTube algorithm. If you haven't already, please subscribe as well so you can get notified. And yeah, and do the bell thing. I've never said that before, but do the bell thing where you get notified so you can see more content. I'll probably do a few hobby vlogs of me putting these together and painting them, I guess. That might come after the combat video, so I'm just going to assemble them and probably paint it, play them unpainted. And then I'll do a vlog of me painting them, see how well I get on with painting them, and etc, etc. So yeah, there's going to be lots of content to come from Age of Sigmar, I think. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. I don't want to keep you any longer than this. Until next time, guys, take care.